The Holiday Inn Express of Pittsburgh has flexible meeting spaces, complimentary internet access, a free hot breakfast bar in the morning, and an indoor pool that the whole family will enjoy. Come book a room at the newest hotel in Pittsburgh, the Holiday Inn Express.
What have been the biggest keys for you guys on that side of the ball to play as consistently as you have?
Probably three big things. Stopping the run, not giving up very many big plays, and getting off the field on third down.
It's a veteran team. Did you have a feeling that you guys could be as good as you played?
As good as we've been playing, I don't know. That's kind of hard to tell. But I felt like we probably have a really good group with all the seniors coming back.
The depth, able to develop some depth as you go along. See a lot of guys running in on the front line, especially. How helpful is that?
That's probably the biggest thing. Having a good front four, and then be able to rotate in four more other guys to come up. That keeps them fresh throughout the game. Puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and it helps us on the backside. Getting pressure.
You've played this series at Arrowhead. What were your thoughts when you found out it was going to go back to being on campus?
I didn't think that was that big of a deal. It was always fun playing at Arrowhead. But, I also like going to other places and playing, and this will be my first time playing up in Maryville, so I'm excited about that.
And you guys have been really good on the road this year. Talk about the approach that goes into that. What's been a key to that success?
I think it's just a back against the wall type of approach. No real pressure because we're not at home. There's not a lot of festivities. It's all focused on the game, and, we've been playing well that way. I think it was the last time we lost a away game was 2010, so hopefully we can keep that streak going.
Keeston, I think the last 2 years you guys have led Northwest at the half. What is it going to take there to complete the mission this time?
Definitely a lot of focus. Not giving big plays. Like I said, getting off on third down, and just playing all four quarters hard. That's the biggest thing. You got to keep a good mentality after halftime and come back and play hard.
Sense at all a different feeling at practice this week?
Northwest week's always a big week around here. I know guys are very excited, especially since last year we felt like we had a chance coming out of halftime to win that game. Come back this year, lost that early one, but we feel like we can make up for that if we win this game, and still accomplish everything we set out to accomplish this year.
How important and how big would it be for your season to win on Saturday?
Huge, not only because it's Northwest, but, it's another conference game, and it allows us, also to move forward into where we want to go.
What challenges does the Northwest offense present to you?
They use everybody. You got to count for everybody on the field. They use a backup quarterback as their wildcat who also can throw some jet sweep type of stuff. A lot of motions, so they try to make you think a lot and play with bad eyes. So they pose quite a few problems.
In dealing with those motions and shifts, is it a matter of you have to focus on certain assignments and cues and not get caught up in all that window dressing?
Yeah, basically. Once they settle down through the motions and stuff, we get through that first part of it, I think we'll be all right. But, yeah, it's just mainly, staying on your keys and getting the right checks out on the field, make sure everybody's communicating and know what they're doing.
Hey, Brian, Eddie Lomchek with KKOW Radio. Talk about the offense and then where you feel that side of the ball is as a whole right now.
I think the offense is playing good the past couple games. We've been focusing on little details this week in practice because, you can't lose those little details this week against good teams. So I've been focusing on that, trying to work on our goal line packages and stuff so we can score. So
the run numbers aren't where we're used to them being for Pitt State, and yet different backs are playing. How would you describe the running game right now?
It's getting better. It's tough losing a guy like Jeff Siebold. He's a great running back. He's very fast and powerful with that too. He's got the whole deal. And coach is doing a great job though, rotating backs like Dre and myself and David and Jamal. Jamal's very fast and Dre's pretty powerful and quick, and I'm more of a bigger back. So I think we're doing a good job mixing it up. It's getting better.
What do you tell yourself, knowing you're one of three guys playing regular right now? What are you telling yourself about your role or making sure you're ready?
I'm just trying to do the best I can for the team. Where that is, be a blocker, getting 2 or 3 yards here and there, whatever it is, I'm just going to try to be ready for it best I can.
What do you see from, especially the defensive front seven of Northwest? What makes them so good?
They're very good. They have 2 or 3 guys up front that are, all conference, all American, and our O-line's just got a good push, and I think we're ready though. We've had a great Tuesday, Wednesday practice so far, so I think one of the better days. So I think we're ready.
Is there a different feeling in practice knowing it's Northwest week?
No, we've been focusing a little bit more on little details, yeah, but it's just another game. We have to go in that with that thought process, just another game. So.
In the last 2 years, you guys have had the lead at the half over Northwest. What's it going to take to complete the mission?
Yeah, we've had the lead at half. We played a great first half. We just got to come in after halftime with that third quarter and just got to continue to do what we've been doing the first half. We just got to go out and dominate.
What are your thoughts about going to campus to play them for a change?
I'm excited. I really am. I know about myself, and I know I speak for some other guys that, playing on the road is fun. It's like a challenge with all those fans there kind of booing you and getting rowdy and stuff. It's a challenge, so I like it, and we've been playing on the road great. So I think we won 17 straight on the road, so we're going to try to continue that streak.
Coach, what do you see on film about Northwest? Same old Bearcats,
or? Same old Bearcats, except, the thing that sticks out to me is defensively, they've played the #1 rush team in the conference and still only given up less than 2 yards a rush. And so they're very, very good stopping the run, very good defensively, and they've got a really, really good offense as well. They're always very well coached, and they're coming off national championship, and they look to be better than they were a year ago.
better in what way?
Well, they've got a lot of guys that are back from last year, and so when you've got a couple of All-Americans in the defensive line and a couple of linebackers that have been, playing for 3 years, and we thought maybe there'd be a little bit drop off at corner because of the Dixon twins, but absolutely hasn't been the case. As you watch them in the secondary, they are very aggressive in what they do. They like to play man free a lot, and they can be aggressive in the first 10 yards of a route because quarterbacks just don't have a lot of time. So the quarterback's got to get rid of it quick. So just a very, very solid football team.
The two guys who were in here earlier, they showed no disappointment about not playing at Arrowhead and going up to Northwest and playing. Is that the general case for the team?
I don't know that our team is too concerned about where we're playing. I think that, that's beyond our control whether we play at Arrowhead or not. So it's one of those things. We're going to go to Maryville. We know it's going to be an exciting atmosphere, and there's not going to be very many people there. It's going to be rooting for the Gorillas. So that is, it's a great challenge. Go into a hostile environment with a great football team, #1 team in the country. What an opportunity for us to go play good.
You've had a lead on in the last 2 years, but you just couldn't complete it. So what's it going to take to complete it this time?
Yeah, it's a good question. We talked about that yesterday. As a matter of fact, they're a team that we've led going into half, and I said there's going to be no scoreboard watching. In other words, it's going to be a 4-quarter game. It's going to be a dogfight till the end, and Dan gave me a stat this year. They've outscored their opponents 75 or 76-0 in the third quarter this year. So they obviously do a great job of making some adjustments and coming out and being very strong in the third quarter. So, we've got to make sure that we take care of ourselves and don't turn the ball over, don't make any real, glaring mental errors coming out at halftime.
How big would a win be this Saturday? For playoff chances, just for down the road. How big would it be to come out on top on Saturday?
Oh, it'd be huge. I think that again, they've got a great football team, and we've got a good football team, and we're there's 3 phases of the game, and we have an opportunity to go to Maryville in front of their crowd and play the #1 team in the country. And so, we talked on Sunday. It's a big game because it's the next game, but everybody knows this is a huge football game, and it would be a huge win to be able to go there to their place and beat them.
Coach, can you talk a little about how the Abanoa to Rutland connection just clicked last week?
I think Gavin probably said it best. Early on they had a couple little things that they did, and if you'll remember back, you'll see one pass where Anthony ends up holding a little bit longer than he normally would because he was letting Gavin get cleared, and it might have been the first touchdown. So they were definitely on the same page, and Anthony obviously feels very comfortable throwing to Gavin, and so Marquise really was somebody that everybody was really paying attention to because after the first 3 games, and so it's opened some things up, and again, it's more about defense's alignments and what they do, and Gavin plays on the single receiver side a lot, and a lot of times that guy gets singled up even with some zone coverage as they solo up the backside. So it was good to see him, use his skills and use his body, and as we all probably agree, he looks faster right now than he maybe did a year ago, and he had a great day, and they had quite a connection going.
Comfort Inn of Pittsburgh offers a cozy, welcoming room with free internet access. Enjoy the indoor pool area year-round and wake up to a complimentary breakfast every morning. When staying at the Comfort Inn, you can feel at ease knowing that your satisfaction is the most important thing to us.